So we're just about the halfway mark in getting to that 206. So the 100 is 101. The batsman is this one in the air, but he doesn't have the distance to get to the man down on the deep backward square leg. He goes one hop, palm, and he sends the throw back into the bowler's end. Goes up to 102 for some 4 wickets. This time the batsman comes forward, the non-striker. He is interested in a single, but as cricket goes, it takes 2 batters to cross in the middle, make good their grounds in order for a single to be had. So we're going to be having another interview coming up. And as soon as we get the cue from upstairs, we'll be doing this in a hurry. And we are ready, sir. You want to tell the folks who are listening and watching on TV your name?
Karanjit Singh.
Karanjit Singh. So your name is Singh. Are you a singer? Do you sing?
No, I don't.
Oh, man. Saying that Singh is singing. Well, how are you enjoying South Florida?
I'm enjoying it. It's an amazing place to play cricket here.
So is this your first time visiting South Florida?
No, I've came here several times.
Okay. How do you like the... It's a turf wicket. Are you accustomed to turf wicket or the matting? Or AstroTurf? Which one?
Back in Connecticut, we have matting, but it's always fun to come here and play on the turf wickets.
Okay, good. Well, I want to face the camera a little bit here, and anyone out there in the viewing, who are viewing on the TV, that you would want to say hello to?
Oh, I'd like to say hello to all my family. They're probably watching me home. They're supporting me all the way.
Okay, and what words would you leave with Mr. MAQTV, who is the founder of this organization?
I feel that he's doing a good job with trying to conduct these tournaments.
And you would ask him to continue and to invite you for another time, because I want to know if this would be your last.
Oh, I would come again to come and play if it was like this. It would be a little better if the time-wise, but we can adjust to whatever it is.
Okay, and did you say you're from Connecticut?
Yes.
So do you say Connecticut or Connecticut? Which one?
I say Connecticut.
Connecticut. There we got it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have it here from the young man, and he would have sent out a big, bright hello to all his folks back there in Connecticut, and he's hoping to visit us again here in South Florida. All the best, young man, and your future looks bright in cricket.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. So there you have it, folks. We're trying to do all interviews here with the national team. They've been selected here with the chief selector, Mr. Lawrence Rowe, and they're trying to chase 206 for. They are presently on 110 at the moment. This time the batsman is trying to get a single from the non-striker's end, and he did induce that single because it was a non-existent single. The ball was going straight to the man in the short third man, and he was asking the batter to run a single. But like you said, they're tightening the screws here. They're giving very, very little away. The Nelson comes up on the board, 1-1-1, as we normally say in cricket. This time the leggy is bowling outside the off stump, and a play and a miss taken the wicket keeper. And we're going to be having another interview. So we'll wait for the signal upstairs. But so as soon as we get the signal upstairs, then the thumbs are up. So do you care to tell this appreciative crowd your name, sir?
My name is Pawan Kumar Chakravarti.
And you're from?
I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, and I play for Massachusetts Cricket League.
Yeah. Do they use turf wicket or do they use AstroTurf or matting?
AstroTurf and matting, both of them.
So is this your first experience playing on a turf wicket?
No, I used to play back in India, and I have played on this ground before as well for a couple of US Open and then American College Cricket.
So would you be participating in the US Open that comes up in December this year?
Yes, I'm looking forward for it.
And which team would you be playing for?
I'm still looking for a team. I played for New Jersey, but I don't know if I'll be playing for the same team or I'll be looking for a new team right now.
Do you think that your price is too high and just can't afford you?
No.
Why aren't you in a team as yet?
Oh, I wasn't part of any team last year because I wasn't in the country. So I'm looking for a new change and a new team and see if I can enjoy cricket with the team.
Okay, what parting words do you have for MAQTV, who is the founder of this organization? And as you can tell that he's putting on a good display of cricket, utilizing this park. What parting words would you have to tell him?
This is a great league to be part of. I mean, CCUSA have done really good to get all the players together from all around the country, and the standard of cricket is really high. So I'm glad that I'm part of this group over here, and then I know where I stand right now, how much I need to improve, and it's setting up different standard in US cricket, so which helps us as cricketers to improve ourselves and get better and get hard next year.
Yes. Okay. Well, we're not only trying to bring the Caribbean Cricket League, Premier League here, we're trying to get a team to represent in the Caribbean Premier League. What are your aspirations and dreams of playing in a CPL 11 right here?
I mean, everyone here has a dream to play for a biggest team possible. Like you playing for US is the dream right now for every cricketer standing on this ground right now. And if Caribbean Cricket League is coming over here, we would be working hard and try to do our best to be team and compete against the players around the country.
Well, I thank you, sir, and I hope that you're really enjoying South Florida.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All the best for the future. And in the meantime, we would have lost wicket number 5 over here, and it would have been on main camera upstairs. So once again, I say the Canadians are tightening the screws here. They're making the national team work for every bit of run, and the Nelson is still on the board, 1-1-1 for the loss of 5 wickets, and we're into over. This time the batsman is getting good willow on this one. He goes one bounce into the boundary board. So signal comes now from Danny Ken, the umpire, who is the vice president of the Umpires Association of all of the US of A. So umpire Danny Ken is accompanied by Mohammed Ali, who is at the square leg at this time. 2 competent umpires. So it's not only that the turf, the field is good, we have umpiring, we have scoreboard, we have good cameramen, and I hope that we're having good commentary as well. This time the batsman is getting good height, good distance in this one, and he gets 6 runs for his effort. So it's 121, so they moved away quickly from 111. So 2 good blows in this over so far, a boundary and now a 6, and we still have deliveries left in this over. So we just want folks to know we're breaking away from cricket every now and then to just have the national players display. And this time he plays it to Cow Corner, the man from Long On, who runs around to his right, effects the stop and sends a strong throw back into the bowler, gets around into the wicketkeeper, I beg your pardon, gets a round of applause from his teammates. And again, the overs proved to be expensive in contrast to the overs that would have gone before. But it's still a long way from home. They're chasing 206 for victory, 122 is it, as a dot goes in the book, as the batsman comes up. And we're going to be waiting for the queue upstairs for another interview with another national player. And we are ready. What's your name, sir?
My name is
And you are from where locally?
Houston. I'm coming from Houston.
You're from Houston, Texas.
Yes, Texas.
So I know they play a lot of cricket over in Houston, Texas.
Right, right.
Okay.
Like Houston is one of the, or Texas is one of the best areas all year round. Only during rains or something we don't play, but other than that we have cricket all year round.
Well, look straight into the camera and I want to say hi and hello to all the folks over in Texas. They're our neighbors. They're just across the way there.
Yeah, they have, and I'm sure people are looking back in Texas enjoying this tournament. Had a bunch of people over here and we enjoyed our day, all 3 very well organized by Cricket Council USA. And I just want to thank the organizers and everyone who put in the time and effort behind us playing these 3 days.
Okay. Have you had individual performance of yourself that is worth noted? You can look into the camera and tell them.
Yeah, so in the first game, I went opening, I batted all 20 overs. So I held my bat throughout, I scored some 70 odd runs in 50 balls. And in the last game, in the last playoff game, I scored, I think, like 17 balls, 39. So that's, over here also, I think we fell short because we were chasing a high total. But other than that, personally, it's been a good tournament. And we've enjoyed every bit of it.
Very well. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to return to South Florida? 11. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So he went 0.5 better than Sunil. So we want to thank you, sir, and all the best. Safe travels on your way back home to Texas.
Thank you.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another interview. Well done. And we'll be stringing them in as we go along. But in the meantime, the score back live on the live action. It's 122 for the loss of some 5 wickets. And let me remind you that there's going to be another match played this afternoon. And right after that match, we're going to be having the presentation. You saw earlier some lovely trophies on display. And that's a beautiful hit there that went out to Cow Corner. And he got maximum for his effort. So the batsman is getting into the swing of things and into the action of things. It's a 128. Now the score goes up. They're inching their way to the 206. Still a long way to go from home. And I think, would this be my favorite batsman?
I don't know.
You don't know. We'll tell you in a while. As soon as they give us a thumbs up, we'll be thinking, listen.
No, he.
Okay. Put the thumbs up maybe at the end of this over, and we have a nice short interview with you, sir. So stand by, gather your thoughts. Okay, we're ready for you. I want you to look straight into the camera and say hi and hello to all the folks back home.
Hello, my name is Kishan Das.
And who are you saying hello to?
Everyone in Arkansas.
There you go. We have someone from Arkansas. So it was very good of you. Is this your first time in South Florida?
Yes. To play on this turf, it's my first time.
Your first time. So in Arkansas, what is your local team that you play for back home? You might want to give them a good big up because they're listening to you and they're viewing you live on MAQTV at this time. What's your local team?
JCC Wolfpack.
Wolfpack. How are you doing in your competition over there?
Right now our league is done because of the weather conditions. It's getting kind of chilly over there.
Well, if it's chilly over there, what are your thoughts of migrating to South Florida where we can play cricket all year round? We play cricket all year round here in South Florida.
I'd like it, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
You have to wait on your parents to make a decision. He's a young guy. Well, let's talk about the facilities around here. Any problems in getting back and forth from your hotel room to the stadium here?
No, everything's been good. Everyone's been nice and helpful, and it's been fun.
Okay, I see you're all padded up here and you're live in camera. So you say you're going to be batting. What are your chances of getting to 206? Let's hear it from you. The world is listening. You're good, you can talk for yourself.
I hope we get it. We have 5 overs left, and we need quite a bit of runs. We just got to try, I guess.
You just got to try. Well, any parting words from you you can leave us down here with anything? I mean, there's always room at the top. I know there's something that you would have realized that could be improved upon. What do you think could be improved upon? We want to get it from you in terms of cricket, accommodation, maybe even the commentary. I'm not going to hit you. Say anything you want.
I have to think about this question. The one thing I noticed was that the format kept on changing from 20 to like 14 to 10, and that's because of time and sprinklers coming on, and we need to have preparation for that, or keep the sprinklers later or something, keep one format throughout so each team has a fair chance.
Well, you heard it, ladies and gentlemen, spoken like a true champion. He said the shortcomings are that the matches are not being started on time, thus the overs keep cutting, and the sprinklers would have come on from time to time, and sure, the lights would have gone off once or twice. So we'll take note of that. Now that cricketer would have said it, I'm sure that they get their heads together where they would at least improve in that aspect. Thank you, sir, and all the best in this match, and all the best for your future endeavor in passage back home.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Well, there you have it again. Well spoken like a true champion, and he was posed with the hardest question of all, his dislike. And he said it, and he spoke from the heart, and I can concur with what he would have said. We would have had some late starts, and then when it should be 20 overs, sometimes we end up having 12 overs aside. And I think the cricketers themselves feel cheated out of a couple of overs. So we'll try to get that right, and we thank you for that observation. So in the meantime, wicket number 6 would have fallen here back to live action. And the skipper, Kueshi, is making his way back. I was not in a position to see the way how he got out. And we have the coach here with us, and I think that he, last but not least, we are going to wait for the thumbs up. And the thumbs are up. Good afternoon. I know you're no stranger to South Florida. You've been all a part of the MAC Council Cricket USA. Welcome again to South Florida. I know it's your second home, so I'm not going to ask you about that.
Again, we always love to come back, come here, get a team to the sunny part, away from the cloudy, rainy, cold Seattle area. I loved actually coming into this tournament with the Pacific region team. We had a great time. We had one of the thrilling games of the tournament with the super over, and that is something that we will cherish for a long, long time.
Yes, so how did you handle that super over? I mean, it's weird that we have a super over, and for the folks out there in TV land, it was a high-scoring game in which 216 runs were scored, and they were trying to get to 217, and on the very last ball, the game was tied. And it went into a super over where some 13 runs were being scored. And in trying to get the 13, what happened?
Yeah, we started off with that over with 3 boundaries, a dot ball, and then in 2 balls, 4 runs were required. And there was a 2, but again the batsman was hesitant, so he took only 1. And then it turned out that last ball 3 runs were required, and the batsman got bowled trying to hit the ball out of the park.
Yes, so you were definitely in on the most exciting match. And in that match, hundreds were scored?
Yeah, there was a brilliant innings by USA national player Steven Taylor. One of the best innings I've seen on this wicket. There was no slog shots. He waited for that ball that he could hit, and he played a gem of an innings. That was I think I would say the innings of this tournament. Definitely one classy innings.
Yes, indeed. It's a pity we did not see him again on the show. He was called for other duties. Young Steven Taylor, national player. But like you said, I was there on hand to bring some of that. So live and in living colors. I'm not going to say that you're parting or departing, because I know you're going to be back here shortly. There's a match in November, and there is the US Open comes up in December. Would you be coming back in November? I know you're going to be here for December. I know that for sure.
I've been coming here since 2009, so I cannot.
Okay, well, there you have it, folks. This is a face that you're going to be seeing for quite some time in South Florida. I'm going to take the liberty and call it his second home.
I would like to add one more thing here. Cricket Council USA, with again with his head Mac Qureshi, are doing a great job in promoting the cricket. Not only here initially it started off here in South Florida. Now it has spread its wings out to Chicago, Seattle, Dallas, and probably in this coming year some part of the east with Connecticut, New York, Washington D.C. and all that. But again, this year we'll see some more activity coming through in the western region. We have some plans for LA in this coming year. That this should be a very big tournament that we are planning because Woodley is another ground that we really like to present to the cricketing world, and Cricket Council will be a part of it. But again, overall, I'm really happy that MAC has actually taken put in all his efforts, financial resources into making tournaments like this happen, which is giving several hundreds of fans to live their dreams, and people are actually thoroughly enjoying the game, and the sport is definitely developing. With some of the youth that actually managing today. There's some good youth that are coming through in this from this system. We will see some good talent coming through.
Yes, I glad that about the youths, because more often than not we would have seen some would have passed their prime coming to participate. And look around here, it's all youths. The definition for cricket is USA.
Sure, and that is where cricket will develop. More of these youth start to play, alongside some of the seasoned cricketers. They will start to understand, what does it take to play at the next level? What does it take to, improve their game? Understand, where they are doing the mistakes. Again, a coach can only help so much. Games are where they will thoroughly be tested in what they can do. Again, when you ask a youngster outside, he say he will do a lot of things, but again, once he sees what's happening inside, then he will put that into perspective. Will start to learn and what needs to be done, and there are a lot of there are a few senior members in the team. They will be able to guide them through of what needs to be done, and that is the whole plan. Even for Cricket Council USA, there is a development plan for youth and all that, and we want to take it to our respective regions and make sure that that's carried out, and we all help each other, in making sure that the baton is passed on to some of the younger members, and make them make them thoroughly understand the game, and make them and the dream is to make them like pros, so that they can play professional cricket here in the USA.
Spoken like a true champion, and like we said, all the best again.
Thanks, sir.
I know it was late notice for you to coach this team. I'm aware of that, but cricket is about per se. You're doing your best, and you just said it. The coach does not cross the line. Only encourage and do line.
And we want, but even though it's something done by cricket pitches in.
Yes. Okay, well, that's the end of the interviews here for the national team, and we want to thank you again for coming out. Okay, well, we had a little technical difficulty there in the very, very end when we were saying his goodbyes. There was a glitch someplace, and we were here ready, on the go. But back to live cricket here. It's 147 for the loss of some 6 wickets. Some 17 overs would have been bowled. And I would take my chances and say that the Canadians are well on their way to wrapping up this victory. So I think I can say the probability of that happening is very, 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 very strong. In the meantime, the batsman would have crossed for a single. The ball working its way out to the long off area. And batsman in the meantime crossed for 1, brings the left-hander. I would look and see his name. This time he plays outside the off stump, misses, and the wicketkeeper also, he misses, and they run through for what would now be signaled a bye by umpire Danny Ken. So they're inching to the 150 mark. It's 149 for the loss of some, would that be 6 wickets? Or 8? Yes, so 6 wickets will have fallen. And I have my fellow commentator Eddie Edwards just hovering in here, waiting for the second game. And there is a wide been called and signaled there by the umpire. So that brings up the 150 for the national team. So they are now, I would actually say they're playing for pride, not to be bowled out, because I'll say it again, I don't think they're going to reach the 206 unless we have some Collis King like hitting here in the manner of Vivi Richards, Jawasura, and the likes. So we're going to be having a second game, and then after that we're going to be having a presentation. And the presentation is going to be on the outside, so we're asking you folks who are here to ask your folks to look at MAQTV, and MAQ is MAQ.TV.com. And it's a World Wide Web, and they can see you on TV, because from time to time we probably get the camera to swing around on you so the folks can see you here at the stadium looking at cricket. So the sun has left us, and the breeze blowing from east to west, and this match is slowly but surely coming to a close, and we have seen the arrival of some of the other cricketers that are participating in the second game. The seniors, we are actually waiting for a list of players, and I'm sure somewhere along the line we're going to be seeing good display of cricket later. Yes, in the meantime, the batsman would, of course, for a single, takes this score up to 153. But you see, Canada, they are well trained, because just for the listeners to know that some of these cricketers that you're looking at here, they have gone overseas to Dubai, where they would have participated in the cricket academy that they have there. So we just want you folks to know that these Canadians are taking their cricket seriously. They're not just looking for just homegrown and looking for the coaching that they have on offer in Canada. They're taking it further afield. Let's ball them. And it was a swing and a miss. And like we say, the screws are being tightened here by the Canadians. And let me say it again, these guys have been coached and coached properly. I think I have the coach on hand here with me. Are you the coach?
No, I'm not the coach. I'm actually one of the players. I did play the game. I got injured, so I just am sitting outside. Zain Mahmood and Rahul Rora, Amrik Singh. They were in Dubai last year, under the supervision of Akib Javed, and to learn some skills. So Canadians are also taking the cricket very seriously. We specifically, this team is from Ottawa, and we've compiled 16 members, which are the cream of for the league in Ottawa. We want to basically do this as an annual event. Coming here to the in the North American sector.
Well, thank you for that. And there you get it live and in living colors here, that the Canadians are taking their cricket very, very seriously, and they are doing all their work even to go overseas and as far as Dubai to get training, and they're getting professional training. So we like what we're seeing here. You seem to be a well fit unit, and you're giving it all, and a good display of cricket been on hand here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. We're looking forward to the next game. We've been told it's going to be the national team, so our boys are geared up, and look forward to having a wonderful game.
Well, good luck in that game when it comes up, sir. And that will be the second game. Well, folks, there again you have it here. We're gearing up for a second game, and again Canada is going to be involved. And we would have seen what they can do here, and with these youths. They're over 19, but I'll call them the juniors for now. But for whatever it's worth, this game is really rapidly coming close. They're some runs away from victory. They just left some to be played. So I think it's all but, and the Canadians are going to be winners of this encounter. But again, I'm saying this left us across the ground. I don't think there's any threat of rain. The clouds are high, really high above us. They're in the eastern section of the ground. But then again, as someone told me, rain comes from up and it doesn't come from across. Much, I can tell you, they are going to be praying for no rains to come and spoil the party. Again, we're saying there's going to be a presentation right after the second match, and by 4 o'clock or so, we're going to have to vacate this area. That should have been a single, but the non-striker is not interested, as the youngster there wanted to get off the mark. He came forward. I think a little must have been eased up here a little bit from the Canadians. They know they can't lose this match, so they are relaxing. That would have been an easy single because they just ambled in. This time the batsman is coming forward and he's playing in the approved manner. This is the youngster, the 14-year-old, that was just on camera here. And he bowled well. He's a left arm. He is a southpaw in the batting. And I can tell you, he's covering it up well. So, again, he is one for the future, believe it or not. This time he covers up again, trying to get off the mark, but one's not very important here now because they're not going to be getting to the total of 206 because we just have 6 balls to go. All of 19 overs would have been bowled. It's a 20-20 over encounter. And the national team, they have nothing to be ashamed of. They spilled a few catches, and that may have very well made the difference in this game because the 2 batters that were given reprieves, one went on Zane. He went on to make 98, and Harris ended up making 89 not out. So in cricket, we always hear catches win matches. They have long gone past where catches save matches. So once again, it's a cool day for cricket. Some may very well like it this way. Further north, they're experiencing cold. They're experiencing maybe wet weather, sleet. There's no snow. We haven't heard of any reported snow. But for whatever it is, they're enjoying the sceneries here in South Florida. They are enjoying the atmosphere as well. You would have heard it live in living colors when they were on camera. Those who are further north, they said it's cold. Their league has been finished because the weather would have set in, where the evenings are short, the days are cold, and it's not conducive for good cricket. So South Florida is the home of cricket, and we are inviting every one of you out there who has any spare time that you can come on down on any weekend. Some kind of cricket I will be playing here in South Florida. So the 20 over is about ready to be bowled. And like I say, the runs are a non-factor at this time. You can only get 36 runs off an over, and that comes off 6 legal deliveries. And there are some 53 runs behind. So he's hitting the first maximum here, 6. But even if he were to hit another 5 of those, he's going to fall well short of the 206 that is required for victory. But again, like I said, the drop catches would have spoiled the party for the national team. They did not take the catches when the opportunity presented itself, and I think they have no one else to blame but themselves. But I have to blame Ashit. Where is him? And there is another 6. And I can tell you, in the neighboring field, we would have had 5 6s and a 4 that was a controversial 4. They thought it would have gone for 6. So we have 34 runs that came out of an over in this tournament. So we are witnessing 2 balls, 2 6s, and you fellas are rooting for 6 6s. I've never seen it done. I've heard about it. So Garfield Sobers would have done it. What's his name from India? Yuvraj Singh would have done it. and it's not to be because there's a dot that goes in the book. We had there's another guy that did it over there too in India. And here it is, another 6. And out of the reach of the catcher over there. So it's a bit much, but it's a little late. So can we call this a day late and a dollar short? I think we need this guy to be promoted in the order. And I know he's going to come out with his chest pumped up and saying, Skipper, Sean Qureshi, why didn't you send me up earlier? I would have made a match of it. Because he takes the score up to 171. We have 2 balls left. Let us see what he will do with this. And he's going again, and he's catching up with it. So, and this is the biggest one of the lot. So that is some 4 sixes and just 1 dot ball, and he would have missed out. Oh my goodness! So if you can get a no ball somewhere along the line, who knows? We may very well get 6 sixes in the over. And like I said, it's a. And that is 50 for the youngster. 50 comes up on the board. And there's a wonderful ball that goes up around the ground. So where's your bat, youngster? You've made a 50. And for the individual, it must be quite an accomplishment. And he goes again in the air, but he does not have the distance. He had the height. And there he goes at the very last ball of the innings. But well done, my good gentleman. He did put on a good display with a good array of strokes and much to the delight. So it ended very, very well. And I can say it was all in good fun. And for this game, cricket has been the winner. And there's nothing for none of the teams to be shamed about.